Well, looky. Welcome, everybody. I know it's been a while since we had a WUA stream, but considering we have a preview for 2.5 this upcoming Friday, I figured I might as well go ahead and tackle that second story mission, Flames of Heart, while I have plenty of time to take it all in. So I've been messing with cartethyia and Fleur de Lis as a result, and I managed to get her to like a pretty decent strength level. Still working on getting to, rank 60, so that way, union rank 60, so that way I can get everyone to 90 before it's too late. That's actually been something I've been working on lately. So, while we're here, let's go ahead and meet up with Lupa at the Capitoline Hill. Also, just let me do my intro. Yo, peoples, welcome back to WUA, but But it's good to see everybody here. Hope you enjoy yourself. Look how tall she is. Hold on. Let me walk next to a regular person. Look how tall she is. Even though she's floating, she still towers over this guy. This dude is so short next to her. But she's so massive. She's absolutely massive.
You've come, warrior!
Alright, I gotta put autoplay on.
The mighty guardian, Arudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming. But she is still an echo and can't talk.
These sounds.
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered and distinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont, but the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together? I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
I'm keen to find out. Or, I'm happy to go with my fellow warrior.
Perfect. Let's head out.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something. Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue.
One thing I like is the Rinascita 2 Act 6. Flames of Heart. So,
These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you.
so what I wanted to mention is that I really like how there's a bit of an emphasis on the fact that Lupa's teeth, like she has sharper canines, and they're not shy about showing her with like a full tooth smile.
How about heading to Solace for a barbecue?
When I grow up,
You must be... We've...
Yo, Mihai, what's going on? We're working on Flame of Heart for Wuthering Waves. And then we'll do some exploring, but, you know, not gonna overstep it today. I just want to really cover this one story mission and then some extra stuff that's throughout the map before we see the 2.5 preview on Friday.
I can fly too.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
It was a good chapter. Nice. I can't wait to see for myself. Now, I know Lupa's in the resonator pool right now, but I'm actually saving all of my resources because of the next character that's going to be showing up. Well, I believe we'll have a little bit of a showcase in the upcoming 2.5 preview.
I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Veil of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
Is the music under copyright? If not, I suggest you turn it up for the chapter. I don't think I got a claim when I had the music up for that moment where we saved Cartethyia. So I think we ought to be fine. Yeah, the music's up. The music is only one notch lower than pretty much everything else. Just to make sure it doesn't overpower everything. But it's up. The volume is definitely up. Need to work on my dailies. I wanted to do that before the stream started, but I was also eating some food, so, you know.
You are from my homeland. What?
That girl just now. That was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cartethyia, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cartethyia arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her. If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Thenodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thenodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Thenodian controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunese, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there, and it was there she vanished. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Thenodian's corruption. Verlova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Thenodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cartethia's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Thenodian's presence. Did they cross paths? If Cartethyia is part of the story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Thenodian's influence? Was Verlova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong? Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
Doubter, tell nothing, truster, speak your mind. Of course we're gonna trust. Of course we're gonna trust.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cartethyia, but you could be right. I may have and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago. I don't know if it's the Thenodian's work, but if something is wrong and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide where it must go.
Okay.
Wind, guide me.
With me! Or nothing! Huh?
They really want me playing as Lupa every single time because they keep switching over to her.
Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes. We have a tradition in Septimont. Touch them and listen to the whispers of those who once wielded them.
Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. Through endless battles and the surging dark tide, kin and warmth were lost, and all softness and love faded away. All that remained in his eyes was the sight of white flowers blooming across barren fields. How fragile, how beautiful, he sighed as his skull was crushed under the tacit discord's weight. That's a horrible way to go. I feel like there's nothing worse than to go out than by being crushed by something. Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. A quiet, sorrowful voice hums from the halberd's axe. Sorry, I was looking at chat. You guys can read that if you want. I think it's for the zones where you do combat, obviously. Did you notice that she gets a decent running boost? I did not, because I was too busy fighting. Rusty sword. Who did this blade belong to?
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartethyia. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing. It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks... power. Needs meaning.
Oh, really? Y'all want to go?
More tacit discord, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted. Just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears, as well as tacit discords.
I hear cowering prey. Together we howl! Get her! With me! That's some attack. Ryan! And the spear tip! Die, evil! Boom!
Oh, she's enjoying herself. That was nice. That was actually really nice.
The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
Time to break stuff. Time to break stuff. Judgment cut.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
Just a brief 10 seconds and then another cutscene.
Lupa?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
Into the mysterious white portal. Oh.
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Oh. This place looks cool. And this also looks like something I need to make a screenshot out of. What in the world? I have never seen your idle animation before.
Oh. You're here.
Okay, that's your idle animation? I never seen that. I never seen that. Take a screenshot for myself. Because these locations in this game are quite nice.
Thou carry the scent of cartethyia.
Not just knowledge. You've stolen the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Thenodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
Ooh.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
How do people come up with this? Seriously. How do you come up with this and make sure that it's unique, but still matches?
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartethyia. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartethyia came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumes Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartethia's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartethyia saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartethyia. I remember now. What we see lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced.
All right. Whew. This seems to be like a really dialogue-rich chapter right now. A lot more than the last one. Hybrid, it's good to see you. Hope your day's been good.
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. Is the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, quickly.
Flying is so nice. It's so nice. Why isn't this over in Jinjo?
In a past story, I came here with cartethyia.
So quiet.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimont, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, cartethyia. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I had tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinascita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Septimont. Can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. but I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean...
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, cartethyia. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
I'm close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Cartethyia must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monster's doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you?
There is a lot
I
going on
remember
here.
the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try.
It's time to drain the water.
Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving.
May applause greet you, Lupa from House Silva. Please wait. Retrieving gladiator spear. Happy hunting.
Free gladiator spears. Thank you.
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too. With me! Glory is upon us!
Just the way a lot of these moves look is just incredible.
With me! Triumph at the spear tip! Die, evil!
Yo, Ravi, it's good to see you. Also, Mihai, I don't think I didn't notice what you said. You said, I hope that they... Sorry, a bit dusty in here. I gotta clean my room after this. I hope that they will make flying available everywhere in one of the next few updates, but I think my hopes are too high. I feel like they may restrict this type of traversal method to Rinascita and its respective regions. But I am not opposed to them introducing newer traversal methods in newer regions that they make, in like newer sections. But Ravi, it's good to see you. Working our way through this little story mission for Wuwa. That is some good aim. That is Kratos level aim. Oh, we're just... we're just destroying these buildings. We're just destroying these buildings
Need to
now.
check for more patrol units nearby.
detecting many tacit discords around you. Please be careful.
Don't worry, they're the ones who need to be careful. Of me. Wait a minute, what threw that? I know something hit it, but I'm like, wait, what threw that? Oh, you.
I hear cowering prey. That's some attack. With me, I'll end you. Ooh, now's the second half. Together we howl! With me! On now! Brian and the spear tip!
Alright, one more throw ought to do it. Drain, 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 drain the water, empty out the town.
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts.
Okay, so with this open now, I can't fly. I was actually gonna be prepared to go outside to see how it looks out there. But perhaps now is not a good time. Perhaps now is not a good time. Ooh, go down. But first things first. Oh. Oh. Okay, this is a whole Lupa moment, but everywhere else is pretty much all of my other characters. Got it. And let's just stay laser focused.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
CDs, good to see you. I hope life has been treating you well. Welcome to my first stream as a YouTuber who's hit 5.8K. Glad to have you here. Oh, this guy.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know. Septimont's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
Always scheming, this guy.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
Congratulations, before the end of this year, you'll definitely have 10K. Well, thank you. And then we'll keep moving on from 10K to 50K to 100K.
In my previous match, I slipped and left an opening, but my opponent failed to notice. He gradually lost his advantage. And here, he started to panic until... I knocked him down with a single blow.
These are some very detailed idle animations.
Cowering prey.
With me! Here, time to fight!
Beating up on Winnie the Pooh and his friends. Oh, dear. Oh, you want to square up?
I hear cowering prey.
Together, we howl! With me! Brian and the spear tip! Die, evil!
I'll end you!
With me!
Sorry about that. Had to go downstairs real quick. Huh. That's interesting. Something I gotta look into downstairs once I'm done here. And that extremely what?
With me, to victory! Break darkness! Glory is upon us!
Palpatine?
Every single Jedi. Pardon me, I had something caught in my throat. Every single Jedi, including your friend Obi-Wan Kenobi, is now an enemy of the Republic. You see that brand new character in the Rinascita banner. Pull for them. Do it.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. Ugh, the irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city. Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
Dude is Oh, Frolova! I really thought her name was Frolova, but it's Frolova. Like a Frolofa bread.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartethyia broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tides swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood. Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian's designs in Raguna, But this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Rinascita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
See, this is why Cristoforo gotta go. This is why he gotta go. He's like, okay, let me see what happens here. This person dies, or this person gets driven insane. Let's see what happens if this person pushes themselves to exhaustion, and then keep pushing themselves further until they succumb to their own exhaustion and they die. That seems like something good that I can make a story out of. All right, let's do it, without even batting an eye. So here's one thing that comes to mind. I get the same vibes of the Fraxidus doing what they're doing, trying to create a, well, whatever it is they're doing, because it's been a minute since we saw that one goat dude. But everything that the Fraxidus seem to be doing, with them trying to basically bring this world to ruin one way or another, kinda reminds me of Higgs from Death Stranding. It kind of reminds me of Higgs. They just want to bring about a world of violence and destruction and whatever it is they're seeking to do, and hoping that we'll join with them. But it's weird how similar Higgs and the Fraxidus are, because Higgs in Death Stranding 1 and 2, but I won't go into 2 since, you know, it'll be really spoiler heavy. But in Death Stranding 1, Higgs was gung-ho on bringing about the last stranding, which would pretty much eradicate all of humanity. And he was bent on stopping us because, well, we kept stopping all of his attempts to do so. Now, the Fraxidus, instead of getting agitated that we're standing in the way, they find it humorous and hopes that, not now, Lupa, not now. They hope that we'll join their side so we can bring about this age of Threnodians and whatever, and plunge this world into, like, everlasting chaos and despair. And I'm like, okay, no. No, because I like this place. I like the peoples. The shorekeeper is here, so I can't just simply abide by it. I mean, the shorekeeper's here. I'm not gonna allow you to do whatever you want. The answer is no. I will beat your hind parts and I'll split them in two if I need to, but you ain't about to ruin this world. Now, the thing that gets me is, what is so important about the story that Frolova is becoming a playable character? Okay? Isn't this the first time that a villain of this game is becoming playable? Because every other character that we've managed to pull or managed to have featured in banners, this entire game has had featured, have always been, you know, good guys or people who don't seek the destruction of the world. I mean, they have their own methods, like, what is her name? Cantarella. I mean, she's just a member of the what is it, Philame? Fizame? No, that's Reggie Fizame. But with her family over in Rinascita, I mean, she's not a bad person. Depending on the day, you know, she poisons people, but that's to protect her own interests. But she's not trying to go out there and rule the world. So I'm like, what is about to happen for the story for us to have a villain, like an actual villain, playable? Because we've seen Frolova so many times ever since I started this game. We've seen her so many times. We've encountered her so many times. She was even at the end of us doing the carnival for Raguna. With the, like, I'll get you next time, Rover. And with her, with her claw, like, I'll get you next time, Rover.
I'll get you next time, Rover, and your little band of resonators too.
So my thing is, what is about to happen in the story if we're about to have a playable villain? Because, hold on. There is no way to look at your list of resonators
no one tarnishing Victory's
that you
honor.
don't have.
Perfect weather
Right.
for a walk today.
I shall have no one tarnishing Victory's honor.
No, I don't think there's a way for me to look at resonators I don't have. This isn't Genshin where it says like, oh, here's everyone that you
Perfect
don't
weather
got.
for
Spend
a
$400 more
walk
dollars.
today.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
I shall have no one tarnishing Victory's honor.
Is there a way to show ones that I don't have, or no? No. I don't think there's a way to show
pick.
resonators I don't
You won't
have.
regret
But
choosing
I
Alto.
said all that to say this. We don't have any playable villains in this game. Where's the story going for them to say, okay, this is going to be the first villain from the game to be featured as a playable resonator? And another thing is, how powerful is Frolova going to be? Because remember, this woman literally changed day into night and veiled it in her own little domain expansion during the entire ending of the Carnival. And we had to work together in order to break through that. So I wonder how strong she's going to be.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That
was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, cartethyia, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh, I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
Didn't want to move forward until she finished speaking, because I've noticed that I tend to speak over them sometimes if I carry on too long. Oh, we're going even further. Oh, we're going even further down. I went down to the aqueducts of the sewer. I went down, 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 and the water didn't smell newer. And it stinks, stinks, stinks. This rancid sewer. This rancid sewer. I went to the wrong place. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, you just told me to reach... You just told me to take this elevator down. Take the elevator to reach the depths of the waterway. I'm in the waterway. You should become a musician? I already am a musician. What the? What the?
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Cartethyia spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartethyia, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinascita. They belong to no gods but their own. Was it mine? Was it worth it? Sometimes I feel like a flare of distrust and threats by the screens. All I know is my desire and my love won't fade. I'll set fire. Was it real? Was it
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
By the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Through fear and the longings of civilization, I was ruined. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, a babe's hand of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of rinascita? Mia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death.
Counter! Counter!
Meaningless move. Into the spotlight with me! The fight is on!
Oh, come on. Ain't no way my controller's battery is dying.
That's some attack.
Yo, Lupa is tearing her up!
A human life is nothing more than a scream between life and death. Pray to me!
Oh, this is clean. This is clean. This is just as epic when Rover was switching between his different forms all in that one fight against Fleur-de-Lis.
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love! Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Rinascita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
There is something no one can take from me. All the bruises I have just believe it's a solution to my dozen deepest fears. Glory's not all
Lupa!
about winning, but blazing to be last
Yeah, looks like Scar's back. I was just saying we haven't seen that other dude in a long minute, and here he is! Which means that him being imprisoned, yeah, that's no longer a thing.
It's real! Both of you are safe.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, cartethyia? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a tada.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Woo! No doomsday. But a brand new storyline to go down. So we have Source. Wow, okay, so Source, Bitter Fruits and Bouquet. Then we have Fiction, which would be the Doomsday. But reality is that we done away with that whole thing. And now we're here in that reunion. Okay, so let me just say this. So this means that whatever was happening, that interference with Abby, that gave them, you know, that weird feeling and made them feel sick. After doing this with Lupa, we pretty much cleared that out, which means Abby's fine now, which is good, which means the question is, where does the story go from here now that Abby's better? As you walk out of the central hub, a familiar connection pulsates within your tacit mark. You turn around and see Cartethyia slowly gliding down from the sky and landing before you. After days of separation, you're finally reunited. She looks into your eyes, cracks a smile, and gestures in a different direction. Together, you walk to welcome the lone wolf returned from the flames. Lupa embraces both of you tightly. and you feel her tremble as worry gives way to delight at seeing both of you. Her words choke as tears fall. You pat her gently on the head to soothe her. The three of you reunite. Oh wait, this is a story co-written by you, Cartethyia, and Lupa. Now it's coming to an end. The three of you reunite. Together you are the true playwrights of the story. Of course, we have all these moments. I'll unmark them. Will you do the 3 short after stories? Let's see what they are. That was a cool boss battle, though. The music really sold it. All right, time to exchange information. First, Cartethyia.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about these roles and stories.
Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation, though they may not be entirely accurate. In this sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory. In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon. I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks, a limitation of his resonance ability. This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the dark tide upon Septimont. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about the Threnodian and the Central Hub.
The central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires 2 key conditions: victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy rinascita. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Yeah, that would have been bad if we lost rinascita. That means we would have lost the only place where we could fly. And I can't have that, because I'm addicted to flying in this game now. I cannot stop. It is the only way to get around. On the ground, walking, with your feet. Ugh. Who does that? The only way you can get around is by literally going up in the air. That is the true way to get around. Touching the ground with the soles of your toes? No! No! We can't be doing that. Tell me about the other Fraxidus leaders.
Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye. The other, a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be for Lova and Scar. But how is Scar in rinascita?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have.
Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Scar got out. Even though Senhua and Jinshi were overseeing his imprisonment, Scar still got out. That's a concern. Because now we have not 1, not 2, but 3 overseers of the Fraxidus who are just out there in the open.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
No, that's about it.
The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger. Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, cartethyia. They've been dealing with the Thenodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go.
Okay, Q, you're being overly dramatic. I know, it's on purpose.
The event that brought forth the dark tide, it must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the dark tide, unable to escape, until I met cartethyia. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Veil of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse, and was using the Fraxidus' Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about your death.
My death? Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonoro world created by the Fraxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where cartethyia didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about your journey with Cartethyia.
Cartethyia saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that the Fractsidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. My body disappeared before Cartethia's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cartethyia gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Tell me about Mia and the Threnodian.
Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Threnodian's control. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fractsidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, still lingering within her, finally awakened. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. It formed an alliance with the Fractsidus. The last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part of it, tortured and ravaged.
Yeah, the Fractsidus gotta go.
Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
No, we're good. That's about it.
Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well. Though, thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Yes, it was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Cartethyia, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub? Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
Okay. Back to the central hub. And my wings are not over there. See? See? Why would you use your legs? To move? To go from place to place? Why would you travel that way? Why would you limit yourself when you can fly? Why would you put yourself in a predicament when you could not feel the wind beneath your wings? Why deprive yourself of that freedom? I say this all the time, but flying really needs to become a standard when it comes to open world video games. Some shape or form, flying needs to be standard. And when we get, and should we get some superhero games that allow us to fly in the future, they really need to emphasize just how important and just how freeing flying actually is. We really don't get that many games where it incentivizes you to be airborne as much as possible and stay there, with flying being your main method of getting around. Not flying when there's a limitation to how long you can be in the air, not an extended form of gliding. I mean pure, unadulterated, unrestricted flight where you could essentially be in the air as long as you want to and just chill there if you want. We need more games like that. Hold on, give me a sec.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
I am back. Okay, imagine Jin on Kaisel in this kind of open world. See, that would be a solo leveling game I'd play. Alright? If the solo leveling game was like this, though you already know the type of solo leveling game I would prefer. Also, Sonic the Hedgehog, hi, hello, welcome, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I had to step away to check on our sync. But if we didn't get a solo leveling game that was essentially like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, then I would be willing to accept a solo leveling game kind of like with this kind of open world. Now, let me be specific. I still don't want it to be a gacha. There's a reason why I basically uninstalled Solo Leveling Arise from my phone. As much as I love this series, there's just only so much I can take before I realize that, you know what, the only way I'm going to get true fun out of this game is if I pour my heart and soul into playing it, and my heart ain't in it. Because the game lacks the qualities that I look for in a game that I would expect a solo leveling game to be. I have adverse opinions about gacha as a whole. Mind you, I am literally playing an open world gacha game. There are exceptions to it when the gameplay outweighs the gacha mechanics with the game as a whole. Because I could never get any character from a banner, and yet I would still have plenty fun with the game because the game offers more than just like, ooh, pretty characters in a banner, pull for them as much as you can. WUWA has what it takes for it to be a standalone good game without you having to ever engage in the gacha mechanics of this. However, my aversion to gacha extends all the way to the mobile games because they just make
to my connection
literal
with the world around me. And
it's a safe option for IPs rather than creating a unique experience for an IP on, say, like consoles, for example. So I have a problem with that. And if solo leveling was done in an open world like this, I think it would be cool, but I still think, and Gajil would agree with me, is that the setup of Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, where the locations you go to can be divvied up the same way that dungeons are done within the solo leveling series, would fit it much better than it being open world. Let me just be real. I honestly, sure, you could have big hubs and stuff, but I honestly feel for a solo leveling video game, the same way they did it with Relink, where big wide open hubs, but you also have widespread maps for your missions, and then, you know, consolidated arenas for boss battles. I feel like that would fit for a solo leveling video game far better without... And it's a game where you could play as Jin or you could play as other characters as well. And you could play co-op with people, let's say 4 people, the same. Just literally make a solo leveling game, but with the foundation of Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. That's really all you need to do. That's really all you need to do. The way you can, and the way they handle missions in Relink is so good. You have missions where you have to defeat waves of enemies, missions where you have to explore and find things, missions where you have to defeat a boss, do things in a certain amount of time. So many different varieties of objectives that need to be done within these missions. And they must still love Relink because their Twitter page continues to talk about how successful Relink actually is, and it's kind of mind-boggling how they still don't support the game anymore outside of, you know, the last one being Sandalphon, you know, the supreme archangel over all of the skies, which is a ridiculously powerful dude and a ridiculously powerful character to play. He literally is a cheat mode if you think about it. They actually made an overpowered character a playable character, and he doesn't feel nerfed at all. It's magnificent. But with the way Relink is done and how they keep praising it, you'd think they would, you know, support it more. But solo leveling deserves more than a mobile game. And that's the reason why I refuse to engage in any solo leveling game that isn't done just like Relink or even something close to it. I don't care if they put solo leveling Arise on consoles. I wish they would, but I no longer care because I just fell off of it.
This is a testament.
I just fell off of solo leveling Arise, and I would only boot it up just to see what resources I could get from me not touching the game in several days in a row, which is not what you should be doing for a video game. The game should not be encouraging you to not touch it for several days at a time in order for you to level up quickly. That seems backwards to me. So I had a problem with that. I also had a problem with how much it would just continuously heat up my phone, because just like, let's say a good 15 minutes of gameplay, my phone would heat up. I would literally have to take my phone out of the case so it wouldn't heat up inside of an enclosed space. And I didn't even have the settings turned up. I had it recommended for my phone for the graphics settings, and it would still run warm, which I really don't think it should be good for your phone to get hot at all. But that's me. That's me. But see, playing a game like this, it makes me wonder what solo leveling Arise could have been if they took the WUWA approach. But that's just me, though. We need to keep moving. Sorry, I go on rants like this a little bit because I am just disappointed how an IP like Solo Leveling is getting not one, not two, but 3 mobile games and not a single console game in sight. Because the first one is Arise. The second one is Arise Overdrive, where there's an emphasis on multiplayer. And then the third one is a roguelite that is also on mobile. And I'm just wondering, why can't you just make a console game? Not a fighting game, not an arena fighter. Just make a console game like Relink. That's all I need. That's all we need. You have no idea how far a game like that can go in terms of popularity if you just did something like that. But we're getting mobile games instead because they're safe, and I'm tired of safe. Solo Leveling is not a safe series. It does not deserve to be put in safe games. It needs people who are willing to take a risk and create literally one of the best games for an IP out there instead of putting it to mobile simply because it has the potential to make thousands, if not millions of dollars because you put gacha elements in it. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I think when the series ends or before it ends, that's when they will probably be on a console. You mean to tell me that we gotta wait until the anime ends before they decide to maybe do a console game? They kind of did that with Naruto. Not really, because we got Ultimate Ninja games and Ultimate Ninja Storm games before we saw the end of the Naruto series. We got tons of them. And it wasn't like they were waiting for the series to be over for them to make a game, because they made tons of games while the series was still ongoing. Look at the Ultimate Ninja series. Not the Ultimate Ninja Storm series, but the Ultimate Ninja series. They did so many games of Naruto before the series was over. So, it's not like they're waiting for the series to be over. Because DLC exists, and you can add on to the game with DLC. Like the different arcs.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it. It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction, it leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit discords.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself.
But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest. Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Travel through a silver veil above the drifting mist. A shining path, the stars revealed, septimont.
Let me see here. Right, but they start on console around Shippuden? Actually, no. They started on console games in like early 2004. It wasn't until we got Ultimate Ninja Storm... No, Ultimate Ninja 4 when that started to bring, you know, a lot of the games into the Shippuden era. So we actually got Naruto games before Shippuden. Even though it just started, but it was headed to the end. If you look at it overall, I mean, obviously it was heading to the end because that's how most stories go. But they didn't wait until the end of Naruto to to make games for it. That's what I'm saying. They didn't wait until Naruto ended before they started making games. They were making games while Naruto was still in the first half of the series. But yeah, I'm just saying that they don't necessarily need to wait until Solo Leveling is over for them to, you know, make a console game, because they clearly aren't waiting for Solo Leveling to be over to make a gacha, and the anime has only gone as far as the Jeju Island raid. So, yeah. What's that?
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back.
It's a good shot. I like that.
The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think, she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful. Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments. And all our hopes.
Flames of Heart. Quest complete. City that shines. Ramil, good to see you. The song slaps as always. Also, I'm late. Have to rewatch everything. It's all good, Ramil. Luckily, it wasn't like I had started 4 hours ago, only 2, so it's all good. I pretty much beelined straight through this quest, so it's not like there's gonna be periods of long nothing in between, so you'll have plenty to enjoy. Let me enter into the space, the Dominion space, this place that is in space. I got a question that has absolutely nothing to do with WUWA. It has something to do with Destiny. And I want a genuine consensus from people. I want a genuine... Is it offensive for me to be running on this thing? I'm just saying. But my genuine question is, anyone who has played Destiny 2, when did you fall off? Because I would like to imagine that not many people here play Destiny as fervently as they used to, if you have. I'm just wondering, what happened for you for Destiny to no longer be of interest to you? Because I know for me, after I had Shadowkeep, and I think I did a stream for it, but that's a long time ago. It was a really long time ago. Probably long enough for me to say it's been forever since I played Destiny, because it actually has been. But I'm wondering, if anyone's played Destiny, where exactly have you stopped? And why haven't you gone back? Haven't played Destiny, Cristoforo is Eisen, also his power is so busted. The dude closed the book and blocked Cartethyia. The same sword that we used to basically leave a line going across the entire country. I honestly, like you guys said, I honestly believe that that whole cut, that slash that cuts the world from Sukuna of Jujutsu Kaisen, I honestly feel that dude is powerful enough to block even her. Literally closed the book and made a barrier that stopped her.
Wind, guide me.
So yeah, that Cristoforo dude he's one to look out for. Basically, all of the members of the Fraxidus are people to look out for because, you know, Frolova got her own domain expansion, Cristoforo's got his own barrier that can block slices that can cut the world apart, and I'm like, okay. And then we got Scar, who can pull people into... It was Scar that blocked her, I believe. I saw him throw a card. Oh, okay. I just thought that the moment Cristoforo, the moment he closed his book, I thought he was the one who was blocking her.
Wind, guide me.
But then again, even if it wasn't him, he's still kind of busted because he could manipulate people. He could basically manipulate people however he wants to, which is a troublesome ability when you have a lot of powerful resonators who exist in this world. Literally creating stories that causes people to... Scar's a fraud, escape prison just to aura farm. I knew you was gonna say something. Because he showed up, I'm thinking, wait, first of all, how did you get out? Second of all, you ain't even said a word.
I'm broke. What can I do now?
Alright, anything I need to buy over here? Alright. So let's go over here to events, Virtual Crisis, Ever Glorious. Complete Hero's Rend, we did that. Try the Thermes Bath wand. Scar was in prison making Jinshi's outfit. Your punishment will be to make a dress. What? Are you kidding? Make a dress? Yes, your punishment will be to make a dress. every day for the rest of your life. Nope, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. Complete main quest, Flames of Heart. Got that. Defeat level 125 Lampilumen Myriad Mistfield Tunes and Banners Never Fall. And that's a permanent challenge. Hold on, let me see what else I got. Complete the Underground Flight Challenge. Defeat the Carosaurs trapped in Titan Bone Expanse. Might as well work backwards. It'll be easier that way. We'll just do a little extra. This story got dark real quick, specifically what they, Cristoforo, did to Maya. Yeah, literally created a story where she was driven to exhaustion. And essentially died because of it. Because it seemed like it would make an entertaining story.
Leave it to me.
This isn't a place for sprouts like you. Shoo! Don't distract us. We're trying to correct these blasted stone statues.
You know the only reason you're taking along is cause we promised the elders. Don't go thinking you're tough enough for this hunt.
I only spoke out of concern for your safety. But if you won't listen, so be it.
What's going on here? Nothing, just kindly telling this kid to stay out of our way. Ooh, I completely forgot about Banners Never Fall. It is an awesome event. I'll have to mess with it later. No matter what we do, they won't wake up for nothing. Bruh, they're moving! Off to fulfill the promise I made to Grandpa.
True form.
If you won't see reason, then I'll just have to beat it out of you!
Salvation. The haunting whispers return.
My blade! Purge all evil!
Sentinel, protect me. Bluebird, be my salvation. Doesn't hurt. I'm okay. Ha! It's arduous. I collapse.
Heavens, descend!
Such is their blessing. The trial isn't over yet. Too reckless.
I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Atonement.
Ruin is imminent.
Well, look at that. The kid was right. But how did you know to use water? A lot of players are theorizing that Rover, in the past, was the leader of the Fraxidus because no one knows who the leader of Fraxidus is, and Rover is known for always looking for a solution to save Solaris. of what save Solaris, regardless of what that solution is, which is the reason why he created Jinzhou, Black Shores, and the fan theory Fraxidus. That would be funny if it turns out Rover was once the leader of the Fraxidus and he set him on this path a long time ago and then made himself forget. And now he's on a path to stop the Fraxidus, not knowing that he put the Fraxidus on this path in the first place. Wouldn't that be a head turner? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if that was the case. I would laugh. I would honestly laugh at that. But how did you know to use water?
Well, I came to that conclusion by analyzing the surroundings. Statues sitting on a dried up riverbed were odd from the very start, if someone didn't place them there on purpose.
I'm just reading too slowly here. I'm reading way too slowly here. I'll stop.
Let's call it.
You're welcome. 12 imprisoned men. Defeat the Karasaurs trapped in Titan Bone Expanse. Oh, okay. And there's a little boy still over here. We can go ahead and claim this reward from the Ever-Glorious. Just a little bit more, then we can get to the 75. That's got money, that's got money, that's got money. We're working backwards. Defeat. Oh, wait, I gotta go through Banners Never Fall. I already did the title festivities. Themed event. 7 days left. Let me see. I'll check this out in a moment. What else? Reach 60. Alright, so there's 3 more Sonnet's caskets here in Septimont. No, wait, why am I saying 3 more? It's 32 of 55. Why did I think it was 35? Resonance Beacon, we're missing a couple of those. Missing some treasure spots. Treasure spots. We're missing some treasure spots. Pretty sure they're around here somewhere. Ah, there's one underground. Right there. Card event will take some time to complete, and that'll probably not be something I do during the stream today. Alright, so we need to go underground. But it was fun with one blue exception. Interesting. For those who know, I do not know, so I imagine it was something that was, less than fun. Wait, is this an elevator? Is this an elevator right here?
The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Let's do this together.
You saving for Frolova? Yes. Yes, that's the reason why I haven't tried to pull for Lupa, and that's the reason why I haven't tried to pull for yet another of cartethyia. Because I want to have one of the big bads of the game in my roster. Even though I don't have a terrible amount of asteroids.
True form revealed at last. Till the denouement.
Oh, she's just gonna float there the whole time? Oh, so you just flexing. You're just flexing in the air now. Okay. Guess she's done flexing. But map and underground and the way over. I don't know how true it is, but James Gunn asked a certain someone to play Flash. Interesting. Highly doubt it's going to be Ezra Miller, because Ezra Miller basically screwed up their chance. And for that, I am grateful, because we never have to see Ezra Miller in the role of Wally or Barry ever again. Yeah, it was Barry Allen. We never have to see them in that role ever again. Because I'm going to be the one to say it. The Flash movie, that was supposed to be the starting point. Yeah, trash. Trash. Utter trash. Ain't no way you're going to say, like, this is going to be the starting point of the new DCU. Then when it fails, it's all like, psych, nope, it's not. I was faking. I was kidding. It's actually going to be Aquaman. Aquaman's going to be the start. Then Aquaman flopped. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm messing with you. It's actually not going to be the start. The new start is going to be Superman. And it turns out Superman is actually a good movie. And it's all like, whoo, okay, I'm so glad this one didn't flop. I'm so happy right now. Now I can officially announce to everyone that this is where the DCU starts. Just like I planned. Yeah. Alright, this place has been opened up now.
I can fly too.
I'm trying to find my way back down into the aqueducts. Trying to remember where cartethyia... No, I'm trying to remember where Lupa took us when we were here, now that this place is opened up. Haven't seen it in a man, not feeling it, but it's whatever. From what I hear, it is actually good, which is a good thing because Superman has definitely needed some good publicity since DC seems to think that the only superhero that matters is Batman. So, hey, if the Superman movie is winning, then hey, I'm happy. Because DC needs to win. Because they ain't winning. Alright? I'ma say that. They are not winning. Marvel's got something going for them. We got Fantastic Four. Apparently Thunderbolts was a good movie. I gotta watch that. I believe that's on streaming now. Hold on, I have to recheck, but I believe Thunderbolts is on streaming now, so I gotta watch that. Marvel also got their games on lock. Ain't got to worry about it. We got Marvel Cosmic Invasion. What you mean we getting a classic 90s style beat 'em up with Marvel characters set during the Annihilation Wave arc. And plus all the other Marvel games that are currently still being worked on, from Wolverine to Blade to Iron Man. But DC quiet for some reason.
I can fly too.
The new Superman movie is actually good? Yeah, it's actually apparently good. It's actually a good movie. Which is good because we haven't had a good DC film since The Batman with Robert Pattinson. That was the last good DC movie. It wasn't Aquaman, definitely wasn't Flash. Yeah, apparently it was quite good, which is a good thing. Because I'm tired of bad superhero movies. Because that's what caused the superhero movie fatigue. Sorry, I know I'm flying around and I'm trying to get into the entrance that'll lead me into the aqueducts, and it's right there. It's right there. I'm sorry.
I can fly too.
That has got to be bad for your spine. There's only one thing I don't like about the movie. Keep anything that you don't like about the movie to yourself, especially if it's spoiler related, because I want to see the Superman movie myself. Heard a lot of people happy Mr. Terrific's getting his shine, and I just looked up on YouTube, and man, ain't know he was like that. From the comics? Yeah, Mr. Terrific is, let me put it to you this way. He's smarter than Batman. As much as people glaze and praise Batman, Mr. Terrific is leagues smarter than he is. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna wait till you see the movie, then say it on Discord. So I want to see how he is in the movie. Yeah, I can't wait to see it as well. So, yeah. My sister, she went to go to the movies. Unfortunately, though, she went to go see Jurassic Park Rebirth. And, it doesn't take a genius to tell how she felt about the movie. Because she told me, it was a 6 out of 10. Which is not good when you're listening to Jurassic Park. But also, from my perspective, I feel like they've milked Jurassic Park to the point of irrelevance. To the point of it being overdone and oversaturated. And my thing is, given the fact that the last Jurassic Park movie we got, which was what, Jurassic Park Dominion, it was blasé at best. Earlier, I've done a search of the area, nothing out of the ordinary. These rails, however, they seem to have been built by the Fraxidus. In my previous visit, I found out that I could slide along them. For me personally, it's an 8 out of 10, better than Dominion. Hey, to each their own. But I feel like I would hate for the Jurassic Park series to become that series where they just churn them out. But I haven't seen it, so I can't really give my own opinion on it. So it's really not my place to say even. Slide. Why yes, would you like to try? I can show you.
Woo! Everybody go surfing! Surfing on the vines!
When'd you learn to do that? Well, it just so happens I picked up a lot of things when you weren't around. Speed rails, switching rails. You can jump to the rails on the left or right. Now, are there respective buttons I can hit to make it easy instead of me using my analog stick? Try switching rails to collect more energy and obtain more points. Oh! Do 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 do. Got them all! Oh, you thought you was gonna hide these away from me? From what? I guess all the points. All of the points. Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Remnants of the past.
Hee-hee! Look at me getting all the stuff. That's what makes me hesitant to see the movie because of what it looks like in the trailers. The last Jurassic Park movie I saw was with Jeff Goldblum. Have you seen The Predator's Killer of Killers? I have not, but my sister has, and apparently it's very good. Apparently Predator Killer of Killers is very good. At least that's what my sister says. She's a good judge of characters when it comes to shows and movies and whatnot. Uh-oh. Oh, right. Nah, I'm good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Family's going down to check the mail. I've completed the underground fight challenge. The only thing left is to defeat the level 125 Lampilumen Myriad Mist Field Tunes in Banners Never Fall. But I can claim another reward here with the Gifts of Glory. Which is more astrites. So real quick, let me go over here to the convene. So this is what I have. I have 14 radiant tides and 3,600 astrites. 3,600. I'm gonna keep building them up. Ooh, quite a large bump in rewards I can claim. Alright, guidebook. Alright, I need to get my dailies done. Now we just need Xenomorph, the perfect life form among life forms. Isn't Amazon doing like a show? Like, isn't Amazon doing a show of the Xenomorph? Alright. Had to confirm something with my band leader. Need to confirm something with my band leader. Okay. Quests. Let's see. Tutorial quests. Companion stories. What do I have? Event quests. Exploration. Side quests. We don't have any main ones, so that's good. So here's what I do. Ain't there a new Alien series coming out? Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. There's a new Alien TV series that's supposed to be coming out with the Xenomorph actually making it to Earth. And we got to deal with that. And unlike Alien vs. Predator, there isn't going to be a predator to eradicate it so that it doesn't spread across the entire planet. We got to deal with humans, who are more than likely going to do some dumb stuff that's going to make it easier for these things to multiply. It happens every single time, but we'll have to see if it's good or not.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future.
Oh, I can expand on this
past
now.
Behind.
Casting Resonance skill Unbound Flow continuously restores HP for the resonator on the field by 20% of rover's attack every 3 seconds for 30 seconds. When the resonator on the field has an HP lower than 35%, immediately restore 10% of their lost HP. This restoration effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds and will not be affected by any healing bonuses. Well, that sucks. I would have liked for it to be affected by healing bonuses for more heals. In general. Movie's gonna have the Game of Thrones darkness to it to the point that you can't see anything at all. We don't talk about that. But I will. Oh my goodness, that whole scene where those same directors said, like, we see this as the end of the Dothraki, and I'm like, we can't see anything at all. What do you even mean? We can't see the end of nobody because it's so dark. You try turning up your brightness, it basically just makes the pitch black into perfect gray, and you still can't make anything out. TV ain't got like, ooh, use this to increase the brightness or lower it until you can't see this symbol within this little image here. We ain't got that. No, they wanted to have the Dothraki run into the dark itself, which is already dumb. All right, that is a dumb. Do they not know of military tactics? You don't progress and rush an enemy you can't see. Least of all, with the only light being directly on your weapon and not several meters in front of you. You mean to tell me that they couldn't launch some tar-filled catapult, rocks or stones, and launch it out there to see how far the enemies were? No, you had to wait until they just basically ran up on them in front of their faces before, like, oh no, it's a whole army! So whoever directed that episode that way, it was dumb. Because we as the audience, that's not suspense. That is literally leaving out vital information for us to understand. For us to understand what's going on. You don't purposefully shoot a scene where everything is so dark that no amount of brightness will help you see because you thought this is a smart idea for this episode. And then the whole episode is dark. The whole episode is dark. You go in places with light and fire, it's still dark. Don't be the type of person that watches Game of Thrones in the daytime. No, that's insane. Messed up. Ichigo! Sashiburi da na. Kurosaki Ichigo. Yeah, watch Game of Thrones at night, please. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way to watch it. You cannot watch it in the daytime. You cannot. What a voice. Well, thank you. You cannot watch Game of Thrones in the daytime. Least of all where the screen is opposite of a window. You're just asking for trouble. You can only watch it in the evening time when the sun is set, there's no glare outside, your room lights off, and you got headphones. That's the only way you can watch it. Or you're in a place where there's no light that can disturb anything, no glare from anything. That's the only way you can watch it. But that was back when we didn't have Season 8 of Game of Thrones. Season 8 ruined everything. Character progression, actual meaningful conclusions to the story, resolutions that were established in previous seasons led absolutely nowhere. It was a rushed season that didn't even feel like it earned an ending. It was so dumb. It was so half-hearted. It was so lackluster that anybody who's seen the entirety of Game of Thrones wished it didn't exist. Last night I was watching Game of Thrones. I swear I fell asleep in minutes. I never slept so early before. Now, are these early seasons, or do you mean later seasons? Because if you mean later seasons, I can understand. Early on, it was good. It was great. I want to say, you know what? I want to say Season 5 was the peak of Game of Thrones. And that darkness stupidity continues in House of Dragons. I haven't watched that. But first episode. First episode. I see. I'm gonna let you know now. The entirety of Game of Thrones is an hour per episode. So, if you fell asleep in the first episode and that was already an hour long, I pray for your strength if you're attempting to watch through the entire series. Or maybe you're not even interested in watching Game of Thrones, you just wanted to see what it was about. It was just a fair warning. It's a long series that you need to dedicate a lot of hours of your time to. I did my best to catch up to Game of Thrones because this was back when I was working at Best Buy. I did my best to catch up to the entirety of Game of Thrones before the newest season. Kidding, never watched Game of Thrones. You was watching One Piece. Then you should have said so. But if you're talking about One Piece, how dare you? Falling asleep on the first episode of One Piece? How dare you? But I kid, again. One Piece isn't for everyone, because not everyone has the patience for it, so it's all good. Man, love your voice, it's so amazing. Not the first time I've heard that, but thank you. If you saw my face, which is present on my, pretty much present throughout my entire channel, you wouldn't think that that type of voice is coming out of this body. It happens from time to time, and I'm just flipping through screens here when I should be playing the game and talking to you guys at the same time, but I'm just mainly talking to you. I'm so sorry. Grant Gustin's The Flash is good until Season 4. I don't know what happened after Season 4. Mind you, I didn't really watch The Flash like that. I mostly know enough of The Flash simply because of clips on YouTube, and that's about it. But rewatching One Piece, man, what do you mean? I don't know. You just saying you was watching One Piece, but you didn't offer any context. So how was I supposed to know you were rewatching it? You didn't tell nobody. Some specifics help, so that way conclusions aren't jumped to. What are you doing?
Running subject analysis. Confirm match with preset. I am Hadrian III. I'm in search of a true hero for Septimont. Septimont. She calls for more heroes.
Hadrian III? Watched 50 episodes the last day and I was kind of dead before Kaido. Oh, you gotta pace yourself. Okay, so as an avid fan for One Piece, as a reader of its manga, and a watcher of all of its episodes, let me be the first, that should already be obvious to you, is that watching One Piece requires moderation and pacing. You cannot watch 50 episodes in a row. 30 maybe even 20. 20 or 30, sure, but 50 in a day, that can exhaust you. That can be exhausting. So please be careful. That's all I say. Yes, that's true, but I love binge watching. Hey, I get it. I do it all the time. Ain't there an after story quest in the quest section? I'll have to check after I'm done speaking to Harudin here. Harudin the Third.
Young gladiator, could you be the chosen one that is to bear his swordsmanship and bring about glory to Septimont?
You lost 5 kilograms watching One Piece? I don't think I've ever heard of anyone losing weight watching One Piece. While watching One Piece? Were you working out at the same time? You forgot to eat most of the time? Oh, it's such a good thing that Kitty isn't here. Kitty is one of my mods, and she's an advocate for people eating healthy and also eating in general, and not forgetting throughout the day. If she was here. Oh. How could I inherit his swordsmanship?
Adrian was a sharpened blade. He devoted his whole life to perfecting his swordsmanship. To do so and become the true hero, you must walk the path he once trod. First, you must hone your skill till your sword shines. Well, do you have the resolve to accept this challenge and face the very trials he endured?
I guess we have no choice. I think I can give it a try.
To draw your blade is to take the first step towards greatness. I see promise in you.
Thinking of watching Bleach for the 3rd time? Bro, let me tell you, I got the whole set of Bleach on Blu-ray. I still need to get, 1,000 Year Blood War sets, like the first and second parts. I still need to get that. Once you complete Egghead, I guess. Ah. Make sure to drink a lot of energy drinks to stay hydrated and energized. Do not drink energy drinks! Do not give him that advice. Energy drinks is the last thing you need to be consuming. That is the last thing you should ever advise to anyone. Energy drinks are not good for you. None of them are. Ramil! Okay, Ichigo, dial it back. Dial it back.
Come, gladiator, draw!
Start the swordsmanship trial. Live on mostly cola and supermarket frozen pizza, and I'm still in shape. You may be in shape, but just be careful what you eat and drink, especially in excess. That is my PSA for today. Let me do my narrator voice. Heroes Impact / Use Hero / to destroy more Aftertune figments in a short time. / Vibration figments to release a blast of energy to destroy multiple figments nearby at the same time. You are also in shape. You look like a perfect circle. Ah, don't do that. Oh, okay, I got it. I understand. Oh. Okay, how you just gonna have me up in the air and then just drop me out of the air?
Your blade struck like fire and sheathed like the wind. This victory is yours, gladiator. Perhaps I truly am walking beside a legend in the making. This reward is yours, young gladiator, or should I say, future legend of Septimont?
An unexpected discovery.
Okay, so I only got 2 rewards. I know there's more. Unless though it was just those 2. It might have just been those 2. Yeah, it might have just been those 2. All right, let me check my quests. Because is there supposed to be an after story? So we have Ocean is a Soul's Rest. Banners Never Fall. Lala Echo. And then, of course, we have the companion stories. Quite a few that I need to go to. Event quests. Shadows of the Past. Oh, this is it. 3 wishes and companionship. That's the after stories you guys were talking about. And serendipity. There it is. All right, go to the restaurant and talk to Cartethyia. Got it. Okay. Had I gone down the full list, I would have been able to observe it even better.
When I grow up, I'll be the strongest gladiator.
What were you eating just now?
It's all gone now. But I'll ask the tavern keeper if he can prepare something for you later. The loris salad was as delightful as ever. Well worth reacquainting myself with, so I can make a bowl myself. Fresh, crisp, sweet. Come, sit with me. Let's enjoy a moment of peace.
It seems your sense of taste has returned then?
Yes, and so, I've been thinking about what I vowed to you before. To savor the things I desire, visit the places I long for, and meet those I wish to see. To become a roving knight is my true ambition. A wish list is something to be experienced, one step at a time.
I'd say your first wish has already been fulfilled.
The third too, though by unexpected means. Those are my adoptive parents, and their child. Perhaps it was fate's cruel jest. I couldn't find any trace of them after they moved from Raguna, but here in Septimont, I discovered where they had resettled. Only, they no longer recognize me. The truth that I was their daughter was a memory the Threnodian crafted for them, disappearing when it was sealed away in the tower. I don't know what they went through after that fateful day, but at least they are still alive. They even have their own child. They walk here every day, so I come and sit for a while to watch them from a distance.
Cartethyia.
It's all right. In fact, I'm at peace with it now. If they had died because of the Order's heavy hand, I would have felt true pain.
but this is the best outcome I could hope for. To live 20 years with the weight of a lost child. I don't want to imagine that kind of torment. Besides, through all these twists of fate, all 3 of my wishes have been fulfilled. Now, if I crave a Laura salad, I can prepare it myself and savor its taste. And I still have many years ahead to see the world and the places I long to visit. As for the people I hope to meet, this unexpected journey led me to find them in another city. The winds of Rinascita always seem to bring me what I seek. I am content.
Oh, wow. I thought it was going to be just slightly longer, but hey, it's all good. All right, the next after story. You know what? I wasn't planning on this particular session being all that long. So, we'll do these after stories, and I may just call it a session after that. Because I just wanted to cover the story mission for this, and then do the after stories. And then, yeah, just call it a session. Because tomorrow will be my rest day, and then you guys already know what Thursday is going to be. That's sad and painful, because me personally, I go there and tell them everything. Lupa.
You've come, warrior.
She's drunk.
Are you drinking?
Just wheat juice.
Sure. Wheat juice.
Ah, today you... Oh, you smell nice. Like dried wheat. Warm.
Unusual way to describe someone.
Well, that's just what I think. When I was little, I used to roll in the wheat fields. It's good to have my fellow warrior by my side.
Lupa, you've had enough wheat juice. Sit. Take a break for a moment.
Even though it's over, there's still a heaviness. A drink helps. I've sent word to the F4's palace about Domina Julia. But finding the silvers that fled will take time. Four years ago, Augusta won the title of champion. Since becoming F4, much of the corruption tied to the arena has been cleared. If Mia had lived, perhaps things would have been different. sometimes I wonder, what would my life have been like if my parents hadn't handed me over to the Silvers when we first came to Septimont? Huh. Just like one of those stories with the different endings.
Have you ever thought about living a different life, Lupa?
No need. I'm content with what I have. For everything gained, something is lost. But through it all, I met you. That's enough. Life is an arena. Victory and defeat are a part of that. No one wins forever. The more victories, the higher the expectation, and the heavier the weight of defeat. Do you fear that one day you might face defeat?
Let's go with... yes.
You seem to live to meet others' expectations. This is what you're used to, I'd say. Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone. I may not have your strength, but should you call, I will meet you on the battlefield, no matter the distance. I swear it, by the eternal sun, my fellow warrior.
Well now. Cristoforo's probably not going to be a playable character because it'll be hard to make a character whose power is literally bending reality into a skill. I mean, they're adding Froliva and she can do her own domain expansions and manipulations. But then again, we truly haven't seen the full scope of what Cristoforo can do in combat. Because all we've seen him do is manipulate things behind the scenes into his own little personal twisted plays. But we have yet to see him in an actual combat situation. I feel like it may be some time. Who knows, maybe they'll add Scar as a playable character, with his goat transformation actually being something akin to Cartethyia's transformation into Fleur de Lis. Something of that nature. But I'm just spitballing here. What matters is we'll get a preview of 2.5 and where the story's supposed to possibly go in the next preview this upcoming Friday. So that ought to be fun. That ought to be fun and interesting. I'll probably do a live reaction to it, and in that same day we'll continue with more Donkey Kong Bonanza because I will be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza on Thursday and starting my major series for that on that day. So, with the stream dropping at 7 a.m., I will probably, more than likely... Just remember now that you mentioned Scar. Yep, he has potential to be playable as well. But yeah, well, I believe I'm normally not up early at like 7 a.m. to do live reactions. I'm rarely up that early. So I'll probably do it at 9 rather than 10. So that way we can have plenty of time to go over it, talk about it, and then I'll have plenty of time to continue Donkey Kong later as well. So yeah, that'll be the game plan. I'll make a stream for it ahead of time as soon as this session is over. That way, we have our hitting. probably don't remember, but in the story that Scar told us in a 1.1 story, he mentioned he took a girl from a village because she was isolated due to her power, and that girl is probably Frolova. More than likely, I vaguely remember the story he was telling us, and he was asking us questions about, like, who do you think this? Who do you think that? I remember because we were having long discussions about it during that time, when we were looking at that isolated village back in Jinzhou.
Boss! What a coincidence! You're here for the cable car too? From up here, the septimont view is so good! Before I go, I think I'll ride a few more times. Definitely!
You're getting ready to leave?
Yes, my holiday fun in Septimont is already finished. Time to go back.
About the copper mirror.
You keep it. No need to return. It's a little token of good fortune for us. What's real or illusion? Hard to say now. Master always said I had bad luck. Easy for me to get into trouble. Guess he was right.
Did you realize you were in a Sonoro at the start?
I had no idea. For a Taoist like me, it felt like, I don't know, some kind of out-of-body thing. I asked for your help because it just felt right. Master always said no need to overthink these things. Bye-bye, boss. You're a very fun person. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someday.
Looking for a place to stay?
Goodbye, Buling. Buling better be a 4-star because we haven't gotten any since Lumi. Yeah, you're right. Lumi was the newest 4-star that we got, and we haven't had a new one since. Huh, that's interesting. To save on processing power, if an object that is moving isn't in full view, then it goes into shorter frame rate mode so that the frames continue to move smoothly. Plot twist, Buling is the leader of the Fraxidus. The twist we never saw coming.
Wind, guide me.
But yeah, you do make a very good point. Because I believe we already have, because most of us, for us who have been pulling for these characters in this game for a while now, especially me as a free-to-play player, I haven't spent a single cent in this game. For those of us who have been pulling for characters, we pretty much got every 4-star there is in the game. Not every 5-star, but every 4-star due to how prevalent they are. And we've seen pretty much everyone. Matter of fact, I believe I have them all, so we can just kind of go down the list.
As we head toward our shared future.
So,
Time for
let me
another
sort
adventure? I should try to
by,
smile more, you say.
by rarity.
I will be there for
Confirm.
everyone.
So
As
here's
we head
all the
toward our
5
shared
stars that I
future.
I
have.
should try to smile more.
I will be there for everyone.
But then we have all
As
the
we head
4
toward our
stars,
shared-
I
and
should try to
Lumi was the
smile.
last one.
Eyes on the horizon.
So we've only had 3, 6,
Let's think.
9,
I should
10,
try-
11
Another
4.
day, another
Have we really only
heroic
had
feat.
11 4-stars in this game ever since it's been out? And mind you, we still have
I will be there
plenty
for everyone.
5-stars,
As
some
we
of
head
which I
toward our
don't
shared
have. I got
future.
Rover,
Oh, what a
Cartethyia,
splendid
Phoebe,
day will be a-
Cantarella,
Hopefully.
Farina,
May I pray for
Jinji,
anything? Time for another
Encore,
adventure.
the Fraud, and
do
then
my best.
Zhanshin. These are all the characters that
I will be
have.
there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future.
But yeah, you're right. We really haven't had a new 4-star in a long time. What are the odds that this upcoming preview for 2.5 could show us a new 4-star? And you know how some of us have been saying, like, you know, you have a whole bunch of women that you show off here in this game. Whole bunch that you want people to pull for. But how about new dudes? Like, how about we get our own Garp? Or maybe our own third Hokage? Or our own little Yamamoto, like an elderly dude who's just broken and busted. Like maybe make it an old dude who uses gauntlets to fight, but he's literally like Silver Bang or Silver Fang from like One Punch Man.
Unexpected discovery.
Or Yamamoto from Bleach when he's beating up Wonderwise. Or maybe even someone who's kind of similar to Yuhabaha. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the women that they have in this game. They're all very beautiful, they're all cool. But don't skimp out on the dudes. Get us an a Garp type character. Get us a Garp. We need a Garp in this game. Some type of Garp. Or like Sebas from Over... Yes! Dude, can I say something? Sebas from Overlord made me love, you know, elderly butler dudes who are also overpowered characters. That type. Not just like, you know, like, oh, I love me some elderly butler dudes. No, let me say it. The type of characters that they are. They're the older dudes who are also overpowered. But they also dress in fine raiments and, you know, like all prim and proper and professional. But they will literally split your body in half with their pinky because they're overpowered. I love those types of characters. So yeah, if we could get a dude in a suit, that would be cool because we got this guy.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future.
This dude,
I can help
Yuan Wu, we got him, but I feel like we need like an actual genuine elderly dude who is also built and is dressed to look like a butler. We need a butler type character who is just busted. Because I think, because you see it in anime and manga all the time, you have to be wary of the dudes who dress in suits. You have to be scared of them because they are probably ridiculously strong. Like, think Walter C. Dornez from Hellsing Ultimate. Then think Sebastian from Black Butler. Then think of Sebas from Overlord. There are so many characters who are basically either maids or butlers who are just ridiculously strong that you have to watch out for. We don't get enough of those types of characters. So, if anything, I would love for them to do that. Sure, it would be nice for him to have some story relevance. But at the same time, I feel like we need to like shake things up in terms of character design. Not that there's anything wrong with it now, but I feel like with the type of characters that the game introduces, having a dude like that would be cool. And I'm just flying around padding for time. My apologies. But yeah, Sebas Overlord name is actually Sebastian, which I find funny. Sebastian. Ramil, today I learned that Sebastian is literally Sebastian. I've watched Overlord so many
times. This is a testament to my
times.
connection with the world
How
around
did
me.
I not
And it's
put
very
two
much
and
my
two
companion
together
now.
that Sebastian
Bearing
is
witness to
Sebastian?
everything I've experienced on this journey.
I'm not joking right now. His name is Sebastian.
Leave it to me.
I don't know how to I don't know how to feel about that. How did I not put two and two together? I love Overlord. I watch it so much. I even watched the movie, but it never dawned on me. I don't think Sebas even appeared in the movie, but still, it never dawned on me that Sebastian is Sebastian. You know what? Let's end the session with me being at the tallest building here in the area. Because I'm just aimlessly flying around just talking to you guys. I hope you don't mind. But I completed the after story, so I'm going to call it a session. The next game I play on this channel will be DK Donkey Kong. DK Donkey Kong is here. So, I can't wait to play that for you guys. Let's find a solid foothold. Also notice how in every region we go to in Wuthering Waves, the moon always looks different because the actual moon was destroyed and what we're seeing are mere mirages of what it looks like in the past. Really? The moon, because the moon, wait. This requires testing. Hold on. So specifically, Jinzhou, Rinascita, and Septimont, yes? Not like sections of Jinzhou, but actual places. Will I ever do an Overlord novel read-through? Possibly not. As much as I love it, I don't know if I'm gonna actually do a series for it. If they did a game for it, then I'd love to cover it. Like an actual game, I'd be happy, but... Okay, so, where's the moon? Alright, so there's the moon. You know what? It's probably best if we put photo mode up here while it is still nighttime. So we can get like a good view of the moon. Alright, so that's how the moon looks. Over here in Septimont. Let's make our way to Rinascita. Let us make our way to Rinascita. And go all the way to Ragusa City. It should still be nighttime when we get there, because I don't think time passes as quickly. Oh, how lovely. Right when I'm trying to look at the moon, the storm rolls in. How nice. Alright, let's just find a higher spot then. Get rid of them clouds. Trying to look at the moon. Alright, where's the moon? Yeah, the moon looks different everywhere, bro. Okay, I actually need to hurry because the moon is steadily moving. Time set day. I know I can set the time, but I'm just trying to move without me having to do that at all. Show you how professional I am, how speedy I am, how fast I can do this. So now we're gonna go to Jinzhou. It doesn't look different in the Mount Firmament, does it? I don't think it does. I don't think it does at Mount Firmament. I think it'll still look the same. Okay, crescent moon here in Mount Firmament. All right, now let's go to Jinzhou, the main city, and see if it happens to look different. The moon looks even bigger here. Move clouds! Move clouds! Move out of the way, clouds! I need you to move so I can get the moon. So I can take a picture of the moon. It's literally a waiting game right now. Alright, perfect. Alright. So, I've taken pictures. What happened to the moon is actually described in the Lunite description. Alright, so. So this is the moon in Septimont. This is the moon over in rinascita, in the Ragusa City. This is the moon at Mount Firmament. And I want to say the moon looks closer when you're at Jinzhou.
Connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now.
Yeah. So the moon looks like it's further when you're at Mount Firmament, but it looks slightly closer when you're at the main city of Jinzhou. What happened to the moon is actually described in the Lunite. Okay, Mr. Gru.
Tim, Mark Phil, the little girl wants a unicorn doll. We are going to steal the moon!
Ah, Dr. Nafario, thank you for coming. I was kind of busy with the little girls and they wanted to go to the amusement park. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. That shell credits. That's not Lunite. You said it was currency. Ah, there it is. Outfit voucher. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I can literally just go to the store and then check out Lunite. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about it. Had to look into something. Let me see. Lunite. How do I look at Lunites? Ah, here we go. Does it have a description? No. Oh, wait. It's up there. Thank you! Haha! Within the changing Lunite lies a treasure known as truth. Perhaps it reveals everything about the past and the future. Sorry about that, Wayla, everybody. The moon has long been shattered by the wave-worn phenomenon. What we observe is nothing but the past's mirage. So yeah, the moon's gone. Moon's gone. Don't trust it. It's gone. Gone forever. What you see is just a vestige. It doesn't exist no more. It's gone. So yeah. Alright. I think I've done enough for today for WUA. At least until the stream for Friday. But hey, at least we got through the newest story mission, and now we can see that all of the major Fraxidus members, all the overseers, they're out and about still doing stuff. So hopefully, we'll get a little bit more information about the next step the story is about to take as we see 2.5. But yeah, let me not keep you here longer than I already have. I got some stuff to do today and tomorrow, leading up to my major start for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Woo! Can't wait. But ladies and gentlemen, from Ramil to Hybrid to Mihai, who else was here? Take Ichigo! Everyone who showed up here today, CDs as well, thank you for stopping by. It's always an honor and a privilege to bring you good games and good fun times. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!